Abid was asking me yesterday that where are these sessions recorded? Are they recorded locally at Namal? And I explained to him that no, we have to get these from HEC. This system through which we are talking does not really allow us to record things locally. We have to request them to record it in their servers. Then we have to manually get the recordings from there. So that was query number one that you had. So I thought I should clarify. Secondly, about the tasks. So most of the tasks that we have, yes, somebody has the mic on. Thank you. So last week we have covered a few topics. These topics ranged from basic discussion about plagiarism to further complex things, like we discussed different modes of the things, and these things we felt should help us get the idea of plagiarism detection at NUML to a greater degree, and we wanted to handle that. So before I start anything, I would like you people to one by one give me your opinion, number one, and number two, the things that you feel you learned and the things that you feel are a little difficult for you to handle, other than connectivity issues that we had in the beginning, which now I personally feel that they seem to have settled to a greater degree because of good internet connections or quieter settings and all that. So you can just take your turns. I would like to listen to you one by one for a brief moment so that we could have some idea, are we really progressing in the right direction or not? Yes, please. Who should give me the first view?
Should I start? I should say something.
Yes, okay. Go ahead.
Last sessions, I think I have been benefited a lot.
If you could please speak a little louder, your voice is a little.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, fine. I was saying that I have got a lot of things to learn in this training session, especially last week, especially with respect to the use of technology, the Dropbox that you have made us learn how we use it, and other facilities of labeling in Gmail, and especially the video thing. It was one of the greatest thing because when we have to conduct this SPSS and other research tools sessions in our university, it is very difficult for us to make things done. But once we use this tool of making a video of something, a tutorial of something, I think it will help us a lot. Not only in the domain of this role of this focal person of anti-plagiarism unit, but as a lecturer as well. So I think it will help us in multitasking in multiple areas as well.
Good to know.
Good to know.
All right. Somebody else like to share something? Yes, please. Kashif Saab from Lahore, Kashif Saab from Faisalabad. How are things on your side? Yes. You like to say something, Kashif Saab from Lahore?
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam. Yes, Kashif Saab in Faisalabad.
Yes, sir. Sir, last week we have spent about this training that was very good about the learning of plagiarism and basic understanding of plagiarism, as well as the understanding of Gmail account, how to use that, especially the canned responses and the other options like the capturing of screenshots. So all these options adds in the daily life. We have to use the internet. Then all these options and qualities of the Gmail account and others gives good opportunity for us to manage email account and our files betterly. So last one that was lecture of Friday on Dropbox system, that is also very good opportunity for us that we can manage our space on internet. That's all about from my side.
All right, good to know. And now, Mr. Kashif Saab from Lahore, what would you like to share? Uh, if you could please mute your mic for a minute, please, Kashif Saab.
Sir,
अस्सलामुअलैकुम
No, it's not.
कैसे हैं सर आप
Hello, hello, hello.
Kashif
अभी
Saab, I
कोई
can listen
इनपुट
to
ही
you.
नहीं बस
Kashif Saab, I can listen to you. Sir, Sajid sir.
हेलो
कैसे हैं अभी कैसे हैं
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
ठहर जाएं लेट मी सी के
Actually, we have this Hyderabad campus connecting now.
we have Multan Lahore
Yes,
and Kashif other Kashif is from
Faisalabad.
Islamabad.
And then we have Hyderabad here. All right, basically, I was trying to connect two more people. We have Madam Rabia Amir from Karachi and Madam Noreen Sharif from Hyderabad connecting me on the computer here. And at the moment, I am accompanied by Head QVC Dr. Khurram Shehzad Azam. He's sitting right next to me, and he would like to have a word with you also. So, just 1 minute. Speak. Speak from there. You're on.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum to Mr. Kashif. I think we have two Kashif. One Kashif in Lahore,
One is in Faisalabad.
one in Faisalabad, Mr. Abid in Multan, and Ms. Rabia
Amir in Karachi.
in Karachi. I'm really excited that we have started using this thing by connecting with regional campuses, and we plan to continue this thing in future as well. And I hope that you had good experience last week. So if one by one you can share your experiences, you can let us know that how's the experience, and did you actually learn anything, and what is your expectation from the next 2 weeks that we have together. Over to you. I think let's start from Mr. Kashif from Faisalabad. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam.
Sir, last week we have attended the training program here, and that was very good because we have learned about basic things about plagiarism and the use of different softwares, especially the screen capturing and screen casting, as well as the use of a Gmail account with canned responses and other options. So I think so it should be continued because learning is there. This is all about, sir.
Okay, that's good. Good to hear from you. Mr. Kashif from Lahore.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kashif. Kashif from Lahore. I think we have some connection issues with Mr. Rao Kashif from Lahore. Mr. Abid from Multan. Yes.
Sir, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Sir, it was a great experience last week. In fact, I was not anticipating it will be such good. I thought it will be some boring sessions on only plagiarism, but whatever I have learned in the last week was a great experience, in fact. Not only with respect to my role as a focal person of anti-plagiarism unit, but I was telling Sir Adnan as well that it was great experience in terms of my duties as a researcher here in this campus. The things we have learned, especially the video thing that has been told to us, is a great learning opportunity. I mean, we had great difficulties here for teaching SPSS and other tools in labs directly. Now with the use of this video facility that we have been taught last week, we can use some sort of tutorials for students. And now I'm anticipating that in upcoming lectures, in upcoming sessions, we'll have some other novel activities being performed which will help us in multitasking.
Inshallah.
So I think
Inshallah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abid. Thank you, Abid. Yes. Can we hear from Mr. Kashif from Lahore?
I think we can talk to somebody from Hyderabad campus. We have Madam
Okay.
from here, Madam Noreen.
Ms. Noreen from Hyderabad. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think she's not getting it.
I think she has her mic off. Can we speak to Madam Rabia Amir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, the course is good, but the time limit is very short, I would say.
Okay.
And the timings, they're like in this particular time and phase when we are on to research with our students, it is kind of hectic. Otherwise, the course is good and Adnan sab mashallah acha karwa rahe hain.
Okay. You see, the issue is that we need to
But
be
we
online.
need some time to
Okay.
figure out these things.
Okay. I think the issue is that we need to be online with all the regional campuses so that it's convenient for all of us, and and since we have our IT staff working at our end as well, so I think things are going to be streamlined, and you still have 2 more weeks with this training. So inshallah, things will be streamlined, and you have off and on regular sessions with Adnan otherwise as well, apart
Yes,
from this
sir.
session as well. So I hope this helps you in carrying out this Turnitin processing at your campuses, uh, if not totally independently, but with some expertise. So you need minimum kind of mentorship from Adnan at the main campus.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But instead of one focal person from all the campuses, I suggested, this is my suggestion that it should have been 2 focal persons because, if one field or you learn more for one thing, and the other thing is that you learn one goes away, the other is there. Like for instance, if I come there और या इस तरह की मसला हो तो फिर बहुत मसला हो जाएगा सर.
Well, I'm not sure if Rabia, transfer or posting is right at the corner, but I think all of you can act as focal persons in your campuses and cascade that thing with your colleagues so that we build up that community.
I'm doing that. Already doing that.
That's great. That's the kind of feedback actually we'll be looking forward to. That we get this thing from all of you, that how efficiently you have actually trained your colleagues, and how.
Yes, that's what we are doing.
That's good.
What I'm doing.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Ravi. Thank you.
Oh, welcome.
Can we have it from Lahore now? Kashif, are you listening?
Maybe there's a little delay, probably. Okay, I think. Okay.
Okay. So wish you good luck, all of you. I'll be around off and on, just to learn myself as well, because I need to learn a lot of things from Adnan regarding this, and I'll see that we can have the Director General and the Rector at some point of time during these sessions, so that they also get to know that how well you are getting this, how good this learning experience is for all of you. So I wish all of you very good luck and happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, so yes, Kashif Sahab, can you listen to us? Dear Kashif, we can listen to you. Can you listen to us? Can you listen to us, Kashif Sahab? Kashif Sahab, if you can mute your mic from Lahore. We have some connection issues in Lahore. If you don't mind. He's not listening to us actually. All right. So today I actually intend to do a little recap with you about the things that we have covered so far. And before I do that, I would like to listen to you telling me a few things about the difficulties that you have faced in the tasks that I have assigned. Is there any particular difficulty that you have come across in any of the tasks? Please share your views with me one by one.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead, madam.
Sir, it's quite difficult. Abhi to I couldn't figure out, your video casting hai na, it was a little bit difficult. It is still a little bit difficult and it will take time. The only thing is कि sir, हमारे पास time बहुत थोड़ा है और task कुछ ज़्यादा है.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, I'll try to facilitate that facilitate you with that task particularly. Let me see that if I can send you a small guide on how to use the video casting feature so that can save some of your time. Okay. I can listen to the Lahore campus. Do you listen to me from Lahore office of in Lahore? All right. Anyone else who has faced any difficulty in any task?
I have to say,
We have some issues going on in Lahore campus's connection.
Sir, why isn't it connecting in the regular way, the way it was connecting previously?
I actually have no idea about that. We have, I'm receiving messages from people. We have some of the campuses struggling with this. Lahore campus is continuously doing that. Some of the campuses have not been able to connect. This happens sometimes. Thank you.
sir, I have to share one thing here with you.
Whoever speaks comes in the main actually.
Sir, are you listening to me?
Yes, I can listen to you. Please go ahead.
So I have a thing to share. Well, when we receive tasks from you, there are certain tasks which you feel are redundant with each other. For
If
instance,
you
in the
could
last
please
task.
speak louder. Abid sir, if you could speak a little louder.
Okay.
Sir, I'm
Sir, can
coming
you listen to me
from
right now?
Google Hangout as well. Kindly check.
Madam, you please stay on Skype.
Sir, can you listen to
Sir,
me?
I can't see you.
Just give me 1 second. I'm listening to question from Abid Saab. Ji, Abid Saab, please continue.
Sir, I was saying that in certain cases when you give us tasks, we feel that tasks are redundant. Like there are two tasks for the same learning purpose. I mean, you in the last task you said us we have to make a video of how to make a video process, and we had to make a video of using Dropbox facility. I mean,
Okay.
both were aimed at checking the ability whether we can use video function or not. What I sent you last day was only video of using a Dropbox facility. Can it reflect easily that I know how to make a video, and if I skip the other task of making a video of how to make video, because I think
Let
that
me
both tasks.
let me check whether I gave you something like this which asks you to make a video about how to make a video. I'm a little not sure about
Yes,
that. Let me
it
have
was
a look.
it was task three. Task three it was. Sorry.
Was that email 7?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a minute. Like this one. I asked you to, if you want to have a look, make a small video of the process of making a video.
Yes, sir. And the task after that was that you have to make a video of using Dropbox facility. Both are aimed at checking the ability to use video function. So I
Okay, so
think
you think that
both were.
there should be one task instead of two, checking the same thing, right?
Yeah, because sometimes we are very much overloaded with some activities at campus as well. But still, we are very eager to do these activities that send us time and again. But if this
Your
redundancy
sound,
and in
your
certain cases,
sound, either you are very soft spoken or you are speaking very low volume.
actually the kind of mic I have right now with me is not that powerful. Can you listen to me right now?
Yeah, this is the much better.
Okay. I was saying that if we can compromise between such redundant activities in future, I mean, if there are certain activities which are aimed at checking the same ability, we can leave one and perform the other.
Yeah,
Is there
sure. I
some?
mean, look, the reason why we have this is because we are trying to make sure that uh, I can see the problem now. It's on my part because I gave you two tasks. One of the tasks itself justifies that you are able to do it. So I agree. Task number 3 is actually what you are already doing in task number 4. Completely agreeing with you. No disagreement. So,
Sir,
thank you for pointing that out. I'll make sure that I give you tasks that are really aimed at checking your understanding instead of giving you 2 tasks doing the same thing.
sir, thank you. Thank you.
Okay? Yes. Anything else from anyone else who has some question?
So just this that kindly, if you can come from the Google Hangout, if it is possible.
I am just giving you an invite, and you
I
have.
invited you, sir.
I
I've
have
already invited you.
watched that. If you receive mine now, did you receive any invite? Yes. Join that. All right. So, anyone else has any question? Rock Ashisa from Lahore. Can you listen to me now? I am not able to listen to Rao Kashif sir from Lahore.
Sir, I could, sorry, sir, could you hear me,
Yeah,
sir?
finally you are here.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Sir, unfortunately, I couldn't get any audio input, sir. Any
Oh,
audio
I am really
input,
sorry
sir.
because we have been seeing you and we assumed that you were listening to us, but I'm
Oh,
sorry the exchange was not taking place.
hmm. Probably
Anyway,
there was some issue with this microphone, right?
I can
With
understand.
this
Actually,
headphone.
what we are discussing today is we are trying to do a little recap of the things we have covered in last week and last 4 days that we had
Sir,
discussion about things. I was getting feedback from people, and yours is still pending. If you'd like to give us some insight about the things, of course, other than connection issues were with most of us, but now it looks like we are over with that. So your views, the goods, the bads, the suggestions, so that
hmm.
we have three more weeks to go. Let's see
Well,
if we can. Yes, please.
this training workshop is full of benefits. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, although there are some connectivity issues as you have just mentioned. I mean, the way you have planned this workshop, it's awesome. I mean, right from day one to, I mean, first week was, I mean, I've seen the videos, the links, though I couldn't get, all the session. But as far as your planning is concerned, it's awesome. I'm happy. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Although, there are some technical issues, there are some connectivity issues, and we are trying to resolve these issues at here, Naman Lahore campus. And I am trying to make them understand, well, this is also very important. I mean, and hopefully we'll be able to, overcome these issues. Well, on Friday I had to bring my device from home, and for Monday, and onward, one connection is thoroughly, dedicated for this workshop for 1 hour.
Very nice. Very
Uh,
nice.
hmm. As far as course outline is concerned, the way you are handling it, it's wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, I'm really pleased to listen to that. About the tasks, how do you feel about them? And in terms of time, in terms of practicability, I mean, say a few things about that too, so that I should see whether you really find the tasks challenging enough and you enjoy doing them, or it is just like a burden.
As far as task is concerned, I have just finished with. I have in fact only finished with task one, and as I was not with class, I would like to spend like 1 or 2 days, and although I've missed 2 or 3 huge sessions, and hopefully as you have planned it, as you are doing it, they'll be quite uh, practicable. And
Okay.
as far as this study is concerned, I have already done it for one semester. I don't have any issue, but I mean, the way you have planned this issue, like how to manage your emails, screenshots, recording, managing your, manage the data, these things are very important. I mean, if you are doing it for, let's say, here at Naval Lahore campus, we've got MA English morning, evening, afternoon, evening, and then we've got MA ELT. So obviously, we get lots of students here. We have got lots of students here at Naval Lahore campus, and the strength is increasing with the passage of time. And like here at Naval Lahore campus, we've got 50 plus in morning, 50
Oh,
plus in evening, and 50 in the afternoon session. And apart from, we've also got MELT program. So we are,
okay.
expecting around 200 students only in MA English. And apart from, we've got like MSBA, MA Economics. You know, there are so many things here.
Okay. Okay, and very nice to hear from you about these things. Can you please all confirm that you got the videos, the links I sent you,
Sir,
and was the
sir,
video really visible and helpful?
yes, sir, yes,
Got
sir.
it?
Thank you very much.
Download,
Yes, I got
download
it.
it
Everything.
easily.
Yeah.
अच्छा सर अभी आपका सेशन होता है इनको कहीं डिस्कनेक्ट नहीं करना किसी भी जब आपको बिलीव करते हैं ना
All right. Um, there are a few things that we need to quickly go over, and I would like to take this chance today because I wanted to have today as a day where we would actually discuss things, the issues, and people on my Google Hangout, you please switch off your mics a little. But before I do that, I have a question coming from Hyderabad campus. Uh, if you could, people on the video conferencing, if you just have to excuse me for a couple of minutes, I have to listen to a question from Hyderabad campus and I will discuss it publicly. Madam, can you hear me from Hyderabad campus, Madam Noreen Sharif? Can you listen to me? Okay. And if you have a question, I can't actually listen to you. You have your mic switched off. You may like to turn it on so that you can ask a question. I can discuss it. Yes. Carry on, please. I can't listen to you. Mm-hmm. No. Madam Noreen Sharif, you have a question? But I can't listen. If you like to type, because from your side, I can't listen. Oh, okay, fine. If you like to type, you please type. I can read it out and answer. If you can listen to me, that is more important. You can type the question. Okay, Madam Rabi Ahmed, you have switched off your mic. The icon beside your picture should tell you that your mic is off. It is on now, and you have to switch it off again. No, I can't listen to you. All right. While you type your questions, I should share a few things uh, about the things that we have covered. It's just like a summary of the stuff that we have done. Week one, day one, what did we do? This is I have all these things with me. And by the way, I was thinking of an idea, and I hope you like it. Is that if you could have now this may sound a little I don't say strange, but it will be very useful. If you can have a little A4 size pages on which you write a few things, like one page should have a big written yes, another page should have a big written no, and yeah, these two things only. So, for instance, if I ask you that do all of you have your Dropbox accounts installed? If you have to say yes, instead of turning on the mic, getting close to the mic, and then taking your turns in speaking it, you just have a piece of paper shown on the camera. Yes, I'll know how many yeses do I have got, or how many people don't have it. If you can do it now, it's okay. It's no compulsion. I'm just saying that for future you can have these yes no stuff available to you, so that if somebody says no to something, I can directly address the person. Fine. So if you have said no, what were the issues? I hope this is a useful scheme of things. So I'll get back to this. Meanwhile, if you can do that, that's okay. Week one, we had day one, and day one had these basic concepts discussed. Uh, we discussed the basic concepts of plagiarism, and then we also discussed the stuff that can help us understand that whether plagiarism is really a big issue. If this is, how can we counter it? And we discussed different sides of it. What is plagiarism? And we discussed a few things, that why should we be concerned about plagiarism. This was the first day, and the highlight of this was the intentional and unintentional plagiarism. How do people justify their use of such stuff? And then we had this plagiarism spectrum. That was a full range of things people do. I discussed with you a few things about avoiding plagiarism too, that what steps can be taken to avoid any kind of plagiarism. Your knowledge of this will ensure that people who connect with you also have the knowledge of them. That is the teachers, that we are inshallah planning that you people should have quarterly, monthly, or this sort of meetings with the teachers of one department for 1 hour, so that you can discuss these things and pass on the knowledge to them too. Then we had the discussion about citation, how citation can help, and it can help many of those sincere students who actually want to work hard and who actually are serious and committed to research, who want to work, who want to learn. So teaching them about citation and discussing citation inside the classrooms is paramount in research. So if this is properly discussed, and attention is drawn to citation, and students are given exercise of the citation formats, this would ensure that many of them understand the difference between just copy pasting and properly citing the sources. And then we had skipped some part, academic dishonesty. We came to that, the type of academic dishonesty that people are involved in. Plagiarism normally comes at the end of it, but there are other forms of it too, which are more dangerous. And then I gave you one task that I asked you, some of you, to write about these two concepts. I wanted to hear your thoughts. I have received most of them. That was the first day of the workshop. The second day that we had was about online detection. So this session, I personally would always give importance to this, for the very reason that it's very, very necessary for you people to understand the difference between the ongoing available free online plagiarism check compared to the paid service of Turnitin that we are using in Pakistan. This difference is actually what that matters. I discussed a few free options with you, like Copyscape, like eForus, like Pledge Tracker, and then we have Plagiarism Detect, some of the one that students are falling a prey to a lot. And then we also discussed I showed you some websites which would rank the online plagiarism detection services in the order of popularity or effectiveness. And in this in this day, we try to ensure that we know the difference, that a paid service is going to check your work against the maximum available paid resources, like databases, like paid journals or student repositories, whereas a free service, the free services that are available online, do have access to, since they don't charge you any money, so that inevitably means that they are going to check your work against freely available websites that are online. So anything which is not available for free online is not going to be checked against. So this is the basic difference we tried to cover in day 2, and I sent you some documents too. Day 3, we discussed about prerequisites. This was an important 2-day session that was about the prerequisite technical knowledge base that you people should have. In that, we saw that these types of knowledge bases we should have. One of them is still left to be discussed. Like we started with computer-based, the organization in file folder stuff. How can you better manage yourselves when you are using just simple computer and where you are creating folders, creating files? I discussed a few things inside it, like naming conventions. How can effective naming can help you organize yourself better and creating folders within folders and so on, plus creating bookmarks on the left side of the page like these. I hope you can see them. How can you create shortcuts here, and how can you create pin things to start menu over here like this one? So this is what we discussed that week particularly. I'm sorry I keep using the word week. That day, that was the 3rd day. And then this was about computer-based knowledge. Then we had internet-based knowledge base. That was discussion about browsers, about downloading. This was very commonplace. Then we went away straight to screenshots, printing screens, screencasting. We paid great deal of emphasis on this one for very obvious reasons. You may have seen the utility now, that how can this really facilitate sharing things with anyone online, because sharing is actually what can solve your matters remotely. You have a problem. By problem, we necessarily mean the problem in the field that we experience. It can be a technical issue, it can be an intellectual thing. So most of us are struggling with that stuff. Screenshots and screencasting can solve these very effectively. We discussed some tools, and we are still on that. And we went on to these things. This was week 4, day 4. What has happened to me? Wait. Day 4. Prerequisites continued, and we started with email knowledge base that day. In this, we had inbox organization, labels, filters. I didn't practice with you, but I sent you a handout. I hope you got your hands on that. And searching inbox, well, I think that's very obvious. Uh, Folders, we discussed folders in connection with labels. Like there are folders in other email services, there are labels in Gmail. We have the mark as function, that is mark as read. If you have read something, make sure that you mark as unread that particular item, so that if you are planning to attend to that particular email later after reading it, you should do it so that that remains unread, highlighted in your inbox. Then we discussed attachment versus forwarding. This was a little one. Canned responses. And there are still many things I have in my mind that we should discuss in emails category, and that I'll just try to have a continuation of this session. This remains pending. I'll try to either make a small video, or in any other session we would actually continue that. There are things way more than this that we can do in an email. And then we had this discussion about cloud-based storage, and we were on Dropbox, and I learned that it wasn't. And let me tell you something. Some of you installed Dropbox. I think I can count. There were 4 people who did install. There was Abid Sahab from Multan, Lahore, from Kashif Sahab from Lahore, Kashif Sahab from Faisalabad, and Madam Noreen from Hyderabad campus, and Madam Rabia Amir from Karachi campus also installed it. And we have Mr. Siddiq from Quetta. He also installed. I'll share something good with you after that. But this service, I'm happy to know it appears that people have started enjoying using it, and I really want you to get your good hands on it. And I'll have a few things to discuss right after I finish this summary. This one was left out so far. Communication-based knowledge base. Because when we have to talk, like right now, it's a video conferencing solution offered by AGC. We don't have that as a third-party online free available resource. But the ones we normally consult for this matter, are Skype or Google Hangout. There's one thing called Ustream also. Um, I actually wanted to get you to that side also. We have some free online conferencing solutions also. There is a website called anymeeting.com, ANYMEETING. Anymeeting.com. Then we have two, three more services like this, and yes, Adobe Connect. That service offers you a 14-day free trial. My God, that is so amazing. Just like this one, I'm talking to you, you're talking to me, I'm seeing you, you're seeing me, you're seeing my screen, you are turning off mic. It has even further options. Like for instance, I'm seeing all of you on the screen. So if some of you has a question, you want to raise hand like you do in a classroom. There is a small drop down button over there. You choose the option of raise hand. So I will see on your screen a hand raised. This means that, for instance, Abid Sah from Multan has a question. Or if Kashif Sah from Lahore wants to tell me that speak slow, or wants to tell me that the volume is low, volume is high, my God, we have such solutions available online. I want to discuss this with you also, so that you are familiar with all the options, plan A, plan B, plan C. If I say that because we definitely would like to have continued sessions. If there is a monthly meeting that we have to have, we can't just consult HEC every time. But the third party tools that we have available online, we can consult them, but for that matter, we need to understand how Google Hangout works, for instance, how Skype works. These are basic things. Video call, audio call to chalta hai, but there are other things also inside that. There is something called a whiteboard in Google Hangout, that if I start with people on Google Hangout right now, there is a whiteboard appearing on the screen. Everybody can write at the same time on that. So, and everybody will see it too. If I'm writing, you are seeing it, you are writing on the same with your keyboard, I'll see it too. Such options, such wonderful things are available as well. So this also requires more discussion. But we will actually pend it for some time, because right now we are on a solution. So this is not focus our talk. So this was the place where we ended last week. And now what do I want to discuss with you? A few things about Dropbox, some closure of topics, so that this next week has started today. So we would like to take on different things from now onward. This was the basic building blocks that we did so far. Now we go ahead to important things. You have the course modules with you. I'll show you what we want to do. There are two things I want to discuss with you. One is about, both of them are about Dropbox. You have your Dropbox here. Where is the magnifier? Okay. You have your Dropbox over here. First thing, how to share link of anything that is available in Dropbox with someone. How do I do this? For instance, this is my Dropbox folder, and which thing I should share with you? Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. This is the workshop documents that I have here. Okay. Now, for instance, I want to share something with you that is available in my Dropbox, and I don't want to go to that site कि मैंने आपसे I want to attach the whole document with you. And all of you should know that, I am positive that you know it already, that email gives you a restriction of 25 MB almost in all email services of size of attaching a file. If your file is 25 MB, fine, you can attach it. लेकिन email पे attachment का time भी लगता है, and sometimes we have those issues कि attach हुआ है नहीं हुआ. That is a bigger headache, that you keep swearing that I attached it, and the person who receives it keeps claiming that I have not received it. Then we use that joke that it was dropped on way. So email attachment से ज़्यादा better solution जो that I have discovered was this one, that you put something in Dropbox, like you see on the screen now, and you must have realized it that I shared the videos with you which were actually in my Dropbox. So the important thing is that you put something in Dropbox, and then you see this green icon in front of it, which means it is now synced. Synced, SYNCED. It is synced. This means Now I can confidently share a link to this file or even to this folder with anyone who has the Dropbox or who does not have the Dropbox. And the person can either directly download the file. You have downloaded the video files, right? Am I right? Say yes or no. I can see 3 heads nodding over there, and I can see some of the people saying the same thing over here too. Okay. So if you remember, no, Madam Rabia Amir is waving hand that she, Madam Rabia, you don't have the Dropbox? Okay. There's some delay there. And Madam Noreen, I will answer your question in a minute. I'm talking about the same. Okay. All right. So what happens is, for instance, I want to share the link with you of anything that I am doing. This is the course modules I want to share with you. इसमें interesting बात यह है कि you don't have a file size restriction, by the way. मैंने ये वीडियो पर रखी हुई वीडियोस आपको भेजी हैं. These are the 3 videos I have sent to you the other day, right? अब इस वीडियो का size, for instance, है, just if you can see that on screen, this is 136 MB, right? This video that I'm showing on screen is 136 MB. I want to share a link of this video with you. It is just like a personal server I have in my computer, and I'm giving you access to one link. Some of Madam Noreen has asked me this question from Hyderabad, that is it really secure, like about the privacy stuff. So I would say just one thing about this, that you just try to keep your academic things there. Of course, you don't try to put your very sensitive documents online or in any service. उस तरह देखा जाए तो email भी secure नहीं है, by the way. Like अगर हम उस तरह बात कर रहे हैं, if we're really talking about those terms, about security. So जो चीज आपके हाथ से निकल के कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन पे चली गई है, even if it is your personal computer that is not attached to any internet, there is no security. I don't really believe that. अगर आप उस तरह security की बात कर रहे हैं. Otherwise, we put our personal photos in our computer, in our flash drives, in our emails. So email भी उस तरह से password protected एक service है, just like Dropbox is a password protected service. So, like you trust an email, similarly you trust Dropbox too. And I repeat that we are ordinary human beings. We are academicians. We don't really carry such sensitive stuff that we are so careful about our privacy that whether I have some secrets with me that should not go online. No, we just have notes, we just have our personal documents, scanned IDs, scanned degrees, or you want to share stuff like this, like I'm sharing with you. So take Dropbox as secure as an email. And if you have this installed on 2 laptops, somebody asked me right now, so you should have complete protection of these 2 laptops with you. इस ऐसे नहीं है कि आपने एक पब्लिक लैपटॉप इंस्टॉल कर लिया जिसको 6 लोग और इस्तेमाल करते हैं और एक आपने अपने पर्सनल कंप्यूटर में इंस्टॉल कर लिया, तो of course the person who has access to a public computer will of course have access to that folder too. कंप्यूटर में यूज करने के लिए you don't have a password to that folder. I hope you understand this clearly. So if you have this issue of privacy, so it's as private as an email address. So फर्क सिर्फ इतना है कि अगर आप कंप्यूटर पे इंस्टॉल करते हैं, you give the password once and the folder is just like an ordinary folder inside the computer. So make sure that you put it in a location that nobody can find it if you really have a shared computer. I'll come back to sharing. So if you want to share a file of any size, right click on the file and you should be able to see this. Share Dropbox link. Okay, you should be able to see this. Acha, notice what happens when I click this. It shows me something here. I hope you can see this. A link to this file has been copied to your clipboard. I hope you can see that. Okay, so this means the link is created and copied. So all I have to do is to paste this link right away. मुझे और कुछ नहीं करना. So if for instance I will open the chat here and I can see Abid Salim, for instance, online, and whoever I see, fine. So I want to start a chat with him and I am sending a link to him. Watch, I'll just do the normal paste stuff, Control V or right click करके I can just choose the option of paste, right? Paste. I have sent him the link like this. So what happens when Abid clicks this link? Let me show you what he sees. When he clicks this link, a page like this will open. Okay. Let me just turn off the magnifier for a second. Okay. He sees this page, and if he wants to download this, he can straight away click here. Or there is an option that he wants to add this to his Dropbox. क्योंकि मैंने अभी खुद ही अपना Dropbox खोल लिया तो इसलिए this will not show you. Otherwise, this is a good way of sharing a file from your Dropbox straight. Okay, this is one option. Similarly, if somebody sends you a link, these two things I want to share so that you don't have problem accessing. We can communicate with each other over Dropbox straight away. If somebody sends you a link, let me find out Mr. Kashif yesterday. Yes, he's yesterday sent me a link. Let me show you what do I see. Or if somebody can send me a link, possible? Mr. Kashif or Mr. Abid, if you can send me a link right now, let's demo it. Link to any of your Dropbox file. And the questions I have.
I have shared a link, sir. Have you got it?
Yes. Kashif Khurshid has also given me a link. And okay. Now please watch. For instance, I click on the link sent to me by Mr. Kashif Khurshid from Faisalabad. Please observe very carefully that when I click this link, it opens a new tab. Now I should show you this in a bigger size. See this? It's because I am a Dropbox user. Somebody has sent me a link from his Dropbox. I get these two options. Either I want to download this on my computer on any location of my choice, or I can straight away add this to my Dropbox. So Dropbox to Dropbox. So when I do this, this gives me this file will be instantly saved to your Dropbox. Oops. Sorry. What happened, madam?
Sir, I've seen on the Google, not here, you did.
Okay. Just a minute. Can you see my screen now?
What?
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please mute your mic. Let me finish this one. All right. So I have received this notification. It says this file will be instantly saved to your Dropbox and downloaded to all computers linked to your account. So if I click this, add to my Dropbox, this will take me to the web interface of my Dropbox and it will show me that this has been downloaded here. You see this notification? It shows that. So if you receive something very important from someone that you want to add to your Dropbox straight away, so no need to download this, put it in Dropbox, and then let it sync to all of your devices. You don't need to do that. You have to make sure that you just do the wise thing. If it is coming from Dropbox and it is important enough to go to a Dropbox, because I received links from Madam Noreen, from Abid Salim, from Kashif Khurshid, that were links from their Dropboxes. So I did not download them. I just chose download to Dropbox and I went to the relevant folder and I submitted it there. Okay. This is So the two things I have discussed, one is how to how to share a Dropbox link, and secondly, how to receive a Dropbox link. When you receive the link, you have to see what do you do with the link. There is one thing I have in written asked here, I actually have to answer. Listen to the question. It says, I have installed Dropbox on 2 laptops at my home. Okay, so after signing out from one place, how it can provide security to my data or another device that nobody could change it? Is there any privacy proper check on both laptops? Anybody changes contents? Acha. Please understand, if you install it in one computer and you install it on the other computer, when you install it, while installing, it asks you the username and password. Done. And both of the computers are going to be connected through a username and password. You do not sign out from the Dropbox if this is installed, because जो installed है उसने uninstall होना है, उसने sign out नहीं होना. You don't need to sign out. If you have a privacy issue like this, what I recommend is that आप जिस कंप्यूटर पे you have access, you should install it properly. जहाँ पे folder बना हो, चीजें उसके अंदर आ जा रही हो. You know कि other than you, nobody can check it. लेकिन if there is a computer on which you have privacy issues, or you travel somewhere, or you have a system जहाँ पे Dropbox install नहीं है लेकिन आपको अपने Dropbox access करना है, उसका best इलाज ये है that you just go online, open the browser and write here dropbox.com. You will open the Dropbox web interface. Simple. Like this. जिसमें आप अभी sorry I'm logged in. Let me log out and show you. What do you do? So आप इस तरह की स्क्रीन पे आ जाएंगे. यहाँ पर आप यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड अपना दीजिए, the one that you remember from making, and sign in. उस सूरत में यू आर ऑन अ वेरी सिक्योर सिस्टम. आपने एक अपने ईमेल की तरह पासवर्ड प्रोटेक्टेड वेबसाइट खोल ली. यू हैव ऑल योर फोल्डर्स हियर, all your files here, and if you want to work on any one of them, download, you can just right click, it shows you these options, share a link, download. So you can access all the files of your Dropbox here. But if you have to work on some file, you actually have to do a little trouble. Download this, work on it, then upload again, like this one. For example, I have these files here. Now I want to work on this file. So I actually have to, number one, I mean this is a little long story. You right click, you download this, फिर आप इसको डाउनलोड करें अपने पास कंप्यूटर में. कंप्यूटर पे डाउनलोड करने के बाद you have to work on this. Like I have opened, ये मेरी फाइल है, the one I have downloaded from my Dropbox. I have made a small change here and I'm writing this is change. उसके बाद I have saved it. Now I want to make sure that the updated file is existing in Dropbox. So what I will do is I will click where there is something called upload. Do you see this? This is upload. I will upload. It will ask me where is the file. I will tell the file is here. Please understand, ये वो file है that I have downloaded, I have worked on. This is in such cases where you are working on Dropbox, you don't have Dropbox installed, you are in a new PC, a friend's computer or university's computer, and you don't have access to install anything, but you need to access your Dropbox. तो इसमें क्या होगा, आपने अपनी फाइल्स को updated रखना है, so that जो चीज Dropbox में पड़ी है वो updated हो. आपने यहाँ काम किया, I have worked on this file, उसके बाद मैंने इसको upload करना है, so that my Dropbox remains updated when I go home. So I will upload this, open, and then this is uploading right now. Done. Watch this. And it is showing me when did I do it? 1 second ago. Can you read this notice over here? This document was updated to the latest version. Right? So मैंने जिस चीज को डाउनलोड किया, I worked on it, I re-uploaded it, and it gave me this notice. So I am happy that if I spent 1 hour working on some document in a location which was not my laptop or not my computer, I can confidently work on it. And And when I'm finished working here, I will very securely sign out like this. And I'm happy, no issue, no security problems. But if you are on a computer which is shared, I do not recommend you installing Dropbox. Please understand that. If this is a shared computer, do not try to install Dropbox. One last thing about Dropbox that I was just hinting that I was happy about. Dropbox has a system of referrals. By referrals, I mean if you refer more people, it gives you more space. Like most of you must have received a free account of 2 GB, right? Um, Let me show you my space. What do you see? What do you see?
18.2 GB.
Right? 9.3 GB I have used of 18.25 GB. I'm not a rich guy. I have not purchased the space from them. I can assure you of that. Don't worry. I was on 2 GB as well. Why? How did I reach here? Let me tell you a secret. And then you will be, please don't say that I cheated you. I played fair. I'm telling you today. Basically, what happens is that. Over here, you see need more space. Yeah. When you get used to working on it, you will realize that this 2 GB is nothing. It is peanuts. You need more space. Click need more space. And you see this. There is a pro account and there's a business account. We are not rich people. Let's come back. We are free people. So you start from 2 GB and then you can go up to 16 GB, 500 MB per referral. That means if you refer Dropbox to somebody, you get 500 MBs as a bonus. So I referred to you. Each one of you paid me back with 500 MB. Amazing, isn't it? So I got 5 people because, and the best way of doing this is not cheating, it's an open thing. The best way of doing this is that you click referral over here. Now, just a minute, let me get off with the magnifier. You see this, the rocket over here, the rocket of free space. I have earned 11.5 GB of free space so far by referring it to people. And how did I do this? Either you invite your Gmail contacts, which means you put you click this button, it will ask you to give your Gmail address. आप Gmail address देंगे तो आपके तमाम accounts जो आपके email में लोग हैं उनको email चली जाएगी. अच्छा, उनमें से जोन सा बंदा, like for example लिखा आएगा Kashif has invited you to use Dropbox. Click here to install. जो बंदा install करेगा, you will get 500 MB. I sent this link about 3 years ago when I started using this. So till today, if anyone installs out of my email accounts, I get a 500 MB out of nowhere. So it's a good way of increasing the quota of data that you get. So one is this. Second is you add a name or email address yourself. 2. Third option is this one. You copy this link. That is, if you copy this link and paste it somewhere and ask people to click here, just like I gave you, click here to install Dropbox. So whoever uses this link will bring you back 500 MB. And share on Facebook, same thing. If you share this on your Facebook profile, whoever clicks and installs, you get space. Or tweet on Twitter, same thing. Other than this, they have a few more things that they can give you some free space. That let me show you, because yes, I think this is it. Okay, so one is this, and then we have just one more thing. There are some tasks that if you complete, it gives you more space. Let me show you. Yes, this is a task. Just a minute. Events. I'm forgetting something here. There is a page which shows you if you complete this task, we'll give you 50 MB. If you complete this task, we'll give you this. That is actually not appearing here. But anyways, this was it. This was a little detailed about Dropbox. I thought I should tell you these options. Let me see if I have some other question going on. Much space. Okay. Acha, I am having one last question from Madam Rabia Amir, which I am reading now. I'm sorry, I could not see that. Sir says it again, the site name. Let us do that, please. Madam, don't laugh. I can read it now. What is the use of this then? How do we access it? Okay, fine. Yeah, she says, what's the use? Well, the world is enjoying it. You have to do it too. Well, I actually intend to make a small video of this too, just to give you an idea how this works. Okay. This was it for today. From tomorrow onwards, we come straight to Namal. That means we discuss issues that how does Namal interpret this stuff and how do we really go about it. You have to understand the mechanisms, and we will discuss the clauses of Namal plagiarism policy. That's the agenda for tomorrow. And please complete your tasks as soon as possible. Those of you who have difficulty, contact me over email, and I would try to facilitate you with whatever I could. And Madam Rabia Amir, I'll answer that in detail next time, not now. Okay, we actually reviewed things that we did last week, and I discussed a few more things inside Dropbox. Nothing new in the sense that you didn't miss anything. So naturally, this video gets recorded, and I'll make sure that you get to see the whole video in clear audio and video. Okay, so you can wait for that. Thank you so much, and inshallah see you tomorrow at the same time. And please understand that the training goes on till 27th. So we practically meet almost every day. So I hope asking this question that whether we have a training today, well, that becomes very obvious. Okay? Thank you very much, and see you inshallah tomorrow, same time, sharp 10. All right? Okay. Allah Hafiz.